All right, guys, today we're going over Rosie's latest live, and I don't have too much clips, but a lot to cover. So let's get to it.
It's tummy time, bitches. Hey.
I'm about to go live right now. I'm going live from my computer, so I don't have a link to put, but I am going to be giving away memberships to subscribers. So, because I can only do that from my PC, I can't do it from my phone. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Just vibe. Come hang out on my YouTube. Everything's linked in my link tree.
Keep in mind, y'all, these are the highlights, okay? I'm keeping it short and simple, but she started off right off the bat with addressing agoraphobia, and we know she's tried to drive that home this last few months especially, and she just says she has no diagnosis of agoraphobia, so I guess she doesn't have it.
I did work with my therapist about the agoraphobia.
Never happened.
I don't remember when it was. I don't know if I have an official diagnosis of agoraphobia. To be honest with you, I don't remember. Like, I don't think I do. Remembering to use like my headphones and stuff, because one of the last times I left the house, like a few months back
is crazy.
I remember getting in the car and just like fully crying, and I forgot my headphones. Because this time I didn't cry and I didn't get like super freaked out because I put my headphones on, which helped with like the sensory issues. You could always do donor goals to save up toward said big item. I think that makes more sense. I see more creators do that.
She was so upset by one of her viewers even mentioning something besides an Amazon wish list.
My supporters literally ask me for this. I'm leaving it at that. Someone gifted me a P.O. box. I'm going to utilize it. That's the end of the discussion on my end.
Chill, Big Roz.
I'm really excited to get into using the rollator more. I just have to I have a plan for that. I'm keeping it to myself because the girl world fuck faces are really, they love to hyperfixate on that. So I really I don't love to talk about it, but
I think it's absolutely mind-boggling that she's blaming Girl World because one of her members sent her a rollator and she's never used it. And if anything, her mobility has declined substantially. But it's Girl World's fault. I also don't have
a car, so I have to either coordinate with my brother or pay for Ubers. Like, guys, a lot of these people are just classist fucks. And I don't have the patience for it. Sent to a city an hour away. That was a very, a very poor part of town. And the demographic there was just like there was like.
In the middle of going over your story about this hospital that you ended up at, you found time to mention that it was on a poor side of town, and you were talking about the demographics, and you caught yourself. I could tell that you caught yourself before you said too much about demographics and how you shouldn't have been on that side of town because, please, keep talking.
Because I am disabled. Because I might have a week or two where I'm good, but I have a stress disorder that makes me physically ill when I'm too stressed.
Could you imagine going to clock in for your job, that you have a family to provide for, whether it's other human beings or pets, whatever, rent, mortgage, and going to your boss and saying, you know what, I got a stress disorder and I'm stressed right now, so I gotta bounce. Bye. She does not live in the real world.
It's a crazy thing to say to someone. Honestly. And I'm not gonna get mad and defensive outright, but I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I remind you of someone. Scandalo. It's so good babies don't get a flathead. Yeah.
Crazy
Oh my
work,
God,
He
Amanda.
terminated for like
Crazy.
fishy reasons, I think. It's really confusing. I think it might have been related to the LCU shit, so I don't know. I actually don't know a ton about that. I just know that it happened, and people think that she's a new channel. I think she's a new channel, but pretends that it's not her because she's bannovating. But I think that's a channel that does talk about me. I just don't remember the name of it, and I don't. Karma's a cat or some shit.
When I tell you, this pissed me off so bad.
I think that's the one people talk about. I don't know. Yeah, he's really misogynistic. Yeah.
Look, I've been subbed to the ankle for a long time and a member for a long time too. He's never said anything offensive to me, to be honest. And I know a lot of Reddit snark accounts or, they talk about him and his misogyny and whatnot. But, I've never seen it and heard it. But Rosie, considering what Remy just said about leadership and women and men roles, I think she needs to sit this one out.
I've never seen his content about me. I used to watch him for a little bit, and then I got really I was just like, oh, like the way he talks. He's so nasty. He's just so unkind and cruel and vile comments. Like it was a complete reflection of his viewership.
Nothing was that funny, and you shouldn't laugh that much unless you have an oxygen tank
Rosie,
nearby.
you need to stop referring to yourself as marginalized. You're obese.
All right, y'all. Those are the highlights from yesterday's 5.5-hour stream. So hope you enjoyed it and hated it all the same with me. So y'all have a good Friday. Bye.